Today we're making one of my childhood favorites that my grandmother used to make. It's a chicken cordon bleu. It's essentially just chicken breast that's pounded out, rolled with some ham and Swiss or Gruyere cheese, and then you fry it or you can bake it, and it is delicious. You cut into it and you've got the layers of chicken, creamy gooey cheese, and that ham. Top it off with like a mustard bechamel that's got some Parmesan cheese, and it's to die for. Now, if you like this recipe, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get to it.
Lay out some saran wrap and carefully butterfly your chicken breasts, making sure not to cut all the way through. You're then going to cover it with another piece of plastic wrap, and I like to roll the edges just to prevent any splatter. And then using a mallet, carefully pound your chicken breast. You don't want to murder your chicken breast. You just want to give it a little tough love. You're going to season it with salt and pepper, garlic and onion powder, and make sure to rub that in. Lay down one cutlet on saran wrap, and we're going to be using the same saran wrap to roll it as well. Depending on the size of your cutlet, you're going to add 1 to 2 pieces of your ham and Swiss cheese. Gruyere cheese also works great as well. Take one end of your cutlet and then you're going to tightly roll it the way you would a burrito. And once that's tightly rolled, you're going to roll it in your plastic wrap and twist the edges, making sure that it's nice and tight. And you're going to tie a little knot, and you're going to repeat this process with all of your cutlets. This is going to go in the freezer for 15 minutes or the fridge for 30 minutes. I've done both fridge and freezer and they both come out fine. So really it's about how much time you have. For our wet batter, we've got 4 eggs, salt, and some Dijon mustard and mayo. And you're gonna beat that until light and fluffy and set it aside for now. We've got a traditional dredging station with flour, wet batter, and panko breadcrumbs. I'm adding in garlic powder, paprika, salt to the flour. And for our panko breadcrumbs, I'm adding in onion and garlic powder. Start by rolling your chicken in the flour, making sure to fully coat it, and then you're going to shake off any extra. Dip it in your egg batter and then your panko breadcrumbs, again making sure it's fully coated because that's what's going to give it that nice golden and crispy crust. Repeat this process until you've breaded all of your cutlets. And a note, if you're going to cook your cordon bleu just in the oven, I would toast the panko breadcrumbs before breading, just stovetop with a little butter. I included a bake-only option on my blog, which I linked in the description box, just to make sure it has a nice golden color, which is hard to get without the frying. So toasting the panko breadcrumbs is really a hack, and it works well if you're going to just bake it. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and turn your heat to medium-high and add in about 2 inches of a high smoke point oil. Once the oil is at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, add in your cutlets 2 at a time. You don't want to overcrowd the pan because that will cool the oil and make the breading soggy. You're going to cook all sides until they're nice and golden, about 3 to 4 minutes per side. And you'll repeat this process until all of your cutlets are nice and golden, and we're going to place them on a wire rack and bake for 15 to 20 minutes depending on your oven, or until the internal temperature has reached 165 degrees Fahrenheit. While our chicken is cooking, let's get working to our sauce. Turn your heat to medium and add in your butter. Once your butter is fully melted, you're going to add in your flour and cook it down for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then you'll slowly add in your warm milk, making sure to stir as you add in the milk to prevent any lumps. Add in the garlic powder, the salt, and the fresh black pepper. You're also going to add in your Dijon mustard and turn your heat down to low. I'm using freshly grated Parmesan cheese, which I highly recommend grating it yourself, and I just grate it directly into the sauce. You want the sauce to be a nice and creamy consistency. If you find it's a little too thick, you can add a little milk. Taste and check for salt. Mine was perfect. And it's ready. Let it rest for about 5 minutes and then dig in. This is the moment of truth. Oh yeah, that's a win for me. Perfectly melted cheese and super juicy chicken. That's what we're looking for. Top it with some sauce if you decided to add sauce, and you're ready to serve it. I served mine alongside a salad. You can serve it with some mashed potatoes. It's really up to you. And now for the best part, I cannot wait to get this into my belly.
I love it. It's so delicious. The creamy bechamel sauce, the Swiss cheese, the crunch from the breading. You've got to try it.